In this video, I want to show you how to use the built-in constant lines from NINZA Trader. In this example, I'm going to be showing how I use them on the MMT Ultimate Delta. So I go into the indicators, there's the constant lines. This is built in free with NINZA Trader 8. We can have up to 4 different lines for each instance of the constant lines indicator. I always like to delete the label on all my indicators so it doesn't print any words on the chart. It keeps my chart clean. I'm only going to be using 2 of these lines, so line 3 and line 4 I've got set to transparent. Line 1 and line 2 got set to Dodger blue. You can choose if you want a solid, dashed, or a dot line. I'm going to have some dot lines. I'm going to be using the horizontal line plot style. And this is a 5-minute NQ chart. For the 5-minute NQ, I like to look out for extreme delta levels of 900 and negative 900. So now I just want to see which panel my ultimate delta is in. The ultimate delta is in panel number 2. So I want to put these constant lines in panel number 2. Click apply. Here's the constant lines in panel number 2. You can see the 2 times that we broke out. We never made it up to positive 900 today, but if I squeeze down this chart, you can see both of those lines are on the chart. Something else I like to do is if I'm limited for chart space, let's say I want to monitor the delta for the ES, but I don't want to have a separate ES chart up. I can add an ES data series to this chart. Just going to have it load one day because all I really care about is the current day's delta. I can go add a second instance of the ultimate delta. I'm not going to worry about having any of these signals. Just going to have the regular histogram delta, and then under the input series, choose the ES. It's going to print in a new panel, and it's going to be using the data from the ES. Now we have the ES delta as well as the NQ delta, the same chart. You can also add another instance of the constant lines. I want to choose the input series to be ES. For the ES 5-minute, I like to look out for 1500 and negative 1500. We can see this ultimate delta for the ES is in panel number 4. So for the constant lines, I want to put that in panel number 4. There we are. Now we can adjust these panels. I don't need to see the ES chart. But now I've got my 5-minute NQ chart, and I've got the delta for the NQ and the ES, so I can see when things are in confluence or when there's some major differences. See here we're catching a pickup in the delta more than we are in the NQ before this big move. Getting another little stronger burst there. Getting a stronger burst to the downside here on the ES. Just going to minimize that for now. I want to show you another way to use the delta diamonds. So on this instance of the ultimate delta, I've got the delta diamonds enabled, and on this 5-minute chart I picked a very average kind of delta, 300 and negative 300. Usually for the really strong delta I look for between 6 and 900, but in this instance I wanted to pick something very average that would look over these small areas of delta on the histogram where not much delta was really coming in, and just focus on the medium-sized moves so I could see when there was some slightly bigger pushes coming into the market. I've also got the MMT trend and reversal on this chart, only printing the entry candles, nothing else, no reversals, no background. Got a strength of 2, and my input series for the candles is an SMA with a period of 3. This is today's price action. Here's the first candle of the New York Open. No delta signals. Then you see we're only getting delta diamonds to the downside. Also only getting red candles or neutral candles after that. 10:55 we get our first green delta diamond. We get a little bit of a push up. Then the negative delta continues to come in. Get a nice drop down. Nice entry candles. Then delta kind of stops flowing in. We don't get any signals. And we finally get a little bit of a push back in. We get a delta diamond. Get some more green entry candles. Some decent trading opportunities today. There's really just infinite ways that you can use these indicators. Highly encourage everyone to play around with all the settings and all the different possibilities and find something that you feel really gives you an edge in your trading. There's links to all these fun toys in the description. Apex Trader Funding just announced a flash sale, 80% off, 1 day to pass, $85 lifetime activation fees, $50 a month for their bigger accounts like the 150K and up. If you use code MONKEYMAN over at Apex, you always get the best deal. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.